Hi, I'm Jenna, and welcome to Yoga with Jenna, our 30-day Feel Better Yoga Challenge. Today, we're going to be focusing on the solar plexus chakra. We've been working our way up, and today, we're working on the chakra that's right above the belly button, associated with the color yellow. And energetically, this center is our will, our strength, our perseverance, our sense of self. So today, we're going to be weaving that theme throughout the short practice as a way to find balance in that center and to find our grounding within ourselves. So let's go ahead and start in a child's pose. So come onto your knees, separate your knees a little bit with your big toes coming closer together, and then walk your hands forward and drop your forehead either down onto the ground, or if it doesn't reach the ground or you're congested, you might take your forehead up onto a block or up onto a folded blanket. And we'll start with just 3 deep breaths here. So let's take our first deep breath. And then take another one there. And then one final deep breath. Now walk your hands a little bit over to the right side, stretching through the left side of your body in child's pose. Take a deep breath into your left rib cage, and a deep breath out. And then walk your hands through and over to the left, and take a deep breath in there, and a deep breath out. And then walk your hands back into the middle. Start to lift your hips up away from your heels, coming back into tabletop, and close the knees till they're stacked right underneath your hips. Walk your hands till they're right beneath your shoulders. And we'll take 3 cycles of a cat-cow here. So drop the belly, look forward, breathe in. And then tuck your tailbone, relax the head as you exhale and puff your upper back to the sky. Again, breathe in to your cow pose, looking forward. And breathe out to your cat, dropping the head, warming up the body together. One more time. Breathe in. And exhale. And then begin to make your way back into a neutral position in your tabletop. And then from here, extend your right leg up and hover at about the height of your hip with your toes pointing straight down. And then extend your left arm towards the front in our bird dog. Press down through your right 5 fingers, push down through your left shin, and extend through your lifted limbs. And the solar plexus is associated with the color yellow and our sense of will, strength, and perseverance. So in this challenging posture, finding your inner strength, finding the press down through the earth to gather all that energy up for this last breath and hold. And then start to bend your lifted knee. Reach your left hand back, see if you can catch a hold of the foot in the air, and give a kick into the hand, opening up through the left shoulder, trying to pick your right knee up higher away from the ground. Take a big deep breath. And then we'll release, hand, knee, back down to tabletop. You can roll out the right wrist for a moment, or take 1 or 2 cat-cows before we get to that other side. And then make your way back into a neutral tabletop position. This time we'll extend the left leg back with your toes pointing straight towards the ground. Extend your right arm forward for our bird dog hold. Push down through the palm and right above the belly button, hug and corset the front of your ribs in, feeling that strength through your abdomen, the press of your palm, and perseverance in the posture by finding strength and cultivating all the energy up from the earth into the body. Take 1 more deep breath. And then bend your lifted knee, reach your hand back, see if you can catch a hold of the foot, and start to kick into your hands to pull the shoulder back and lift your thigh a little higher away from the mat. A full deep breath. And then release. Hand and knee back to the floor. You might take a moment, roll out the left wrist, maybe take a cat-cow once or twice. And then bring yourself back into a neutral position and walk down onto your elbows. So forearms come to the mat, interlace your fingers there and walk your knees back until your hips feel like they're about the height of your shoulders. Now you can either stay with the knees down or tuck the toes and lift the knees off the ground. Find a little shift forward and back here. Again, drawing up from the navel to the spine, engaging through the core in our sense of will, inner strength, and power. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Drop the knees down, lower the hips, release the grip, and separate your arms till your forearms are parallel to each other in Sphinx pose. Drop your belly button down to the floor and keep the glutes just a little engaged to protect your low back. Take a breath in, look slightly up, and then drop the chin to the chest as you exhale and press the forearms down. Lift your belly button up away from the floor. Again, drop the belly as you breathe in and look forward. And breathe out, chin to chest. Lift the hips, lift the belly button up. One more time, breathe in, look forward. And breathe out, round, lift your hips. And come back into a neutral Sphinx pose. So this posture is called Sphinx, similar to, in the pyramids, we have those big Sphinx that are sitting in ancient Egypt, just in this position. Bend your right knee, reach your right hand back, and see if you can catch a hold of the foot for a quadricep stretch. Giving that heel a nice tug in. Take a big, deep breath. And then release that foot, and we'll switch. Lay your right leg down, bend your left knee, and reach your left hand back. Pull the heel in. You might be already feeling it, but the element of the solar plexus chakra is fire. So it's also associated with our digestion, our ability to move energy through our major organs here. So you might be feeling a little bit of that warmth that we're building. Let's release that foot. Bring your hands to frame your chest, and we'll press back up to tabletop. Walk your knees in a little bit and tuck your toes. Lift your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths, pedal out through the feet and lengthen through the back of your thighs. Lengthen through the neck. Give your head a turn yes, turn it no. Letting any tension go out of the neck and the shoulders. Take a big deep breath. Letting any stress from your day just melting down into the earth through your palms. And then keep your left foot on the ground. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Take a breath in. And then draw the knee in towards your nose and shift the shoulders over your wrist, tapping into the core again. Lift the leg back up as you breathe in, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time. Breathe in, kick the leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Look between the hands and try to step the foot all the way through. You might use your right hand to guide that foot a bit more forward. Drop the back knee down, reach your arms up into a low crescent lunge. Now staying in this low crescent lunge, you might decide to put a pad or a blanket underneath that back knee. Sweep the hands behind your low back and interlace your fingers there. Start to lock out your elbows to straighten the arms, opening through the chest and the collarbones. Look slightly up, and then deepen the bend into that front knee a bit. If you want to go deeper into the back bend, slide your knuckles a little down your back thigh. One more deep breath. And then slowly come back out of it, releasing the hands down, frame your right foot. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee up, and step back again to downward facing dog. Once you're back in your down dog, take a shift to plank, take a breath in, move back to downward facing dog as you breathe out. Then breathe into your plank, breathe out, downward facing dog. Last time, breathe in, high plank, breathe out, downward facing dog. Now lift your left leg up, three-legged dog, breathe in. Knee to nose, draw the chin into your chest. Inhale, kick the leg back. Exhale, knee to nose, shifting shoulders over the wrists. One more time, breathe and kick the leg back. Exhale, knee to nose, look between the hands, step the foot through. Maybe use your left hand this time to guide it through. Drop your back knee down, reach your arms up, Anjaneyasana. Again, take the hands behind your low back. Interlace all 10 of your fingers. Maybe opt this time for the opposite grip so it feels like the weird way that you don't normally go. Lock out the elbows, start to lift your chest, lift your chin, and then deepen the bend in that front knee. And if you want a little bit more across the back bend, opening the front of your body, you can slide the knuckles more down your back thigh. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Release the hands, frame your left foot, tuck your back toes, lift the back knee and step back, downward facing dog. A full breath in, full breath out. And then drop your knees back down to the ground for child's pose. Sit the hips back to your heels, relax your forehead down onto the floor. We'll be here for just a couple more breaths, concluding our practice in our child's pose, a bookend posture to feel any difference from the beginning of the practice now to how are you feeling at the end? Has something shifted? Do you feel perhaps a bit more calm in your mind? Maybe you've built a little heat in your body. Kind of noticing any changes without necessarily expecting them to be there. Take a big deep breath in. Big exhale. And start to walk your hands in, coming up to a seated position, ending our practice for today. And thank you so much for joining me for this 30-day Feel Better Yoga Challenge. Make sure that you revisit our other videos if you haven't yet to check out all of the different practices that we're putting out. Every day, we're putting out a video for the next 30 days. And save your favorites so that way you can return to them over and over again. The way that we build strength and flexibility is through repetition. So make sure that you're coming back and continuing to practice. Like and subscribe to the channel and comment down below, how did this practice make you feel? When you're reflected in your second child's pose, did you notice any difference? It's a beautiful practice that's been around for thousands of years, and I'm so curious to see how it resonated with you today. So let's place the hands together in front of your heart, close your eyes, and let's take a big breath in together. And as you exhale, let it go with a sigh. And thank you so much for practicing today with me. Namaste.